Rejoice. The leader of the free world here is with me to make the combat hour great again. What do you have to say, Mr. Donald Trump?
Fuck Donald Trump. This is combat hour. Make this shit great again.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Hold on a second. I just gotta... Thank you, UFC 236 co-main event and main event.
Good way to start off ESPN.
Dear Lord.
Oof. What a fight. Fights.
What fights, man. That was extreme violence.
Absolutely. That was intense.
The years got taken off people's lives.
It's like all four of those fighters might lose their next fight because of those fights.
Yeah, their careers got shortened. They made $50,000 for a fight bonus. Ooh, wow. Nice. Not worth it.
ACL got fight of the night.
I mean, the rest of the card kind of was like let down, and like no one really even talked about it. Like as soon as after the card was done, it was forgettable. But those two fights made up for it. Big, yeah, big time. Do you want to start off with that new segment you want to start, like the?
Yeah. So weekly, we're gonna start doing the best performance of the night. The worst
of the weekend.
Or fight, worst fight, whatever, it could be either. Best fight, worst. We'll do best fight, worst fight, and best performance.
Yeah. I think we pretty much have them all figured out.
Yeah, it's kind of like our award with we're not giving shit for money to these fighters.
3 stars.
Yeah.
Of the weekend.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll start off that.
Performance of the weekend, who?
I will say Khalil Rountree.
Lomachenko. It's not even.
Oh my god! Yeah. What the fuck? And I'm the one who said that too.
It's not even.
Oh my god! For some reason, I was thinking that was last weekend. This is a long weekend. Definitely Lomachenko. I can go about that guy for days.
Brady had never seen Lomachenko fight.
I've seen highlights, but
I've been talking about him for months.
I can see why he's pound for pound. Like that guy is
touchable.
He's unbelievable. Like this guy slides and he's like doing the fucking Michael Jackson everywhere.
Do you see why they see why they call him the Matrix?
It's unbelievable. It's something you don't see in boxing.
And he fucking had Anthony Crolla face down, ass up, man. And what was that? The third round?
Yeah.
Third or fourth
and
round?
We didn't even see like what hit him.
Ruthless right hook. Just devs around the temple, top of the head, and my guy was getting ready to get double penetrated by some big men in jail. That's
absolutely. But yeah, he's definitely deserves performance.
What do you think's next?
I want to see Davis get stumped.
You want to see him fight Gervonta?
Oh yeah.
I want to see him fight Mikey Garcia, please.
Give him another loss. He needs to come back with a win first. Give him someone he could at least have a win. So he can
definitely beat. He could beat Lomachenko.
I don't think so.
Lomachenko won't be able to hurt him.
It doesn't matter. He's way too fast.
Maybe Mikey's timing is amazing. He timed everybody except for he even timed Errol Spence. He just couldn't hurt Errol Spence.
Yeah.
That could be fight of the year, man.
I think give him one. I don't want to see him go on a 2-fight skid.
That's true. Yeah.
Give him someone else first.
He won't fight. What he's got next actually is an exhibition against Eric Morales.
An exhibition?
Against Eric Morales. You know what Eric Morales is?
Yes, he fought Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's strange. I don't understand why he's doing that. I think it's just to raise money for a charity or something.
Alright.
Anyways, I guess shout out to Eric Morales. El Terrible. One of the best Mexicans to ever fight. Performance of the weekend?
That was Lomachenko.
Oh, sorry. Fight of the weekend, my bad.
I'm going to say both.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. I slightly give the edge to Gaslam and Adesanya.
On any other weekend, that we'd be saying that the Holloway Poirier fight would be fight of the year, but it just happened to be on the card with one of the most sick and twisted fights I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then the bust of the weekend.
Clarissa Shields versus Hammer.
Yeah. We'll get into that later. So, all right, let's start on Friday night. What did you think overall with Friday's boxing card on ESPN?
I just loved Lomachenko. I mean, they could have went a little bit faster getting to the fight.
Jeez,
Come on, holy,
I know, they dragged that shit on.
It's like half an hour between fights. We don't got time for that, especially when at 11 o'clock at night, get to it.
What do you think about Gabriel Ramirez fighting a dude that came out with a black eye?
Yeah, he kind of fought like ugly Jim Carrey in the ring there. I'm not really impressed with Ramirez at all, honestly, but
really?
He said that, yeah.
Even though that was his first fight light heavyweight, though.
Yeah, but I don't see him being that I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Saturday night. We start off with Clarissa Shields and Christine.
Well, we were kind of flipping between UFC and Clarissa Shields, and then I think I actually got to watch a little bit more than you.
Yeah, because I was on the phone with the wifey. You saw more than I did.
Yeah, but it was just like
stale.
So
what I saw some highlights that looked better in the highlights than what I saw in person. So it looked like Clarissa did some decent damage. I wasn't I'm not 100% sure. You would know better than I did. But all in all, female boxing had an opportunity to take off. That was like it. That was a launching pad for the sport. And they kind of missed.
Absolutely.
They kind of missed. I thought that was kind of like going to be like the Ronda Rousey moment of the UFC. Maybe they don't have the personality that Ronda has. She doesn't really have a great personality. She just kind of has like this persona. It's kind of you know what I mean?
A bitch.
This mystique about her, and then she got head kicked, and then the mystique was gone. But anyways, point being, it was an opportunity, and
shout out to Rowdy.
It just sucks because it would have been nice to see women's boxing to be like on more big cards like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was listening to Shab's podcast, and Clarissa made a good point. She's like, well, like women's fights are 16 minutes shorter than men's fights. It's 10 2-minute rounds for a championship fight, where in men's it's 12 3-minute rounds, so it's equals to 16 minutes of less fighting. I mean, that's a lot of time that you're missing. Well, give them that 16 minutes, maybe then there'd be more action. Maybe someone gets knocked out.
Oh, for sure. So, I
think that's something that they should look at, to be honest.
Absolutely.
That's like half the fight.
Yeah, that's weird. It's really weird.
That's pretty much all I got to say about Clarissa, though.
Yeah, it was pretty boring. UFC 226.
236, bud. 236. You're about 6 months behind there.
Shit. Wow.
Wow. They made UFC great again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been on a great run of finishes with like Masvidal, Until, and Wonder Boy, and Michael Johnson, and Gaethje.
You know what the problem is right now? Is what I was thinking about last night, too, and I don't know if you agree with this, is you could really tell that lightweight now is the superior division to anyone in UFC, the division.
Or welterweight.
No, because over time, like last month, 3 lightweights went up, destroyed all the top welterweights. Now you got a lightweight, it destroys the featherweight champ, who's pound for pound. Like, I just find like these fighters at lightweight are so good.
Okay, but you're surprised that Max got destroyed. I told you he was going to get beat up. I thought he was going to get stopped. He almost did.
He has a chin.
You're surprised. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, but I love both fighters, so it was a harder fight to watch.
Oh, god damn.
I kind of just enjoyed it because I love both fighters.
Fabulous.
I know, I've been a Dustin Poirier fan before I was a Max Holloway fan, so just like I said, like when he was fighting Conor, I'm like, it's going to be a tough fight.
He's 17-3 in the UFC. And it was a 17-3 or something like that, and it was his 22nd fight in the UFC somehow. So I don't know. His record's maybe like 18-3 or something, but he has 22 fights in the UFC. Bottom line, and that was his first title fight.
Yeah, that's insane.
8 years into his UFC career.
That's like some Bisping shit.
Yeah, Bisping was the only guy that had a longer road to the title shot than Dustin Poirier in UFC history.
That's insane. Might as well give Diego Sanchez a title shot.
Please don't.
Just kidding.
But yeah, so we'll start with the co-main event.
You don't want to talk about anything else? I just want to talk about Khalil Rountree. He knocked a guy down 4 times in a round.
Why couldn't you finish him?
That's weird.
Why couldn't you? Where's the killer instinct, bro? You had him down, dead to rights 4 times. Finish him. He looked good, though. He looked really good. We were talking about him. He's always going to be that guy. It's always going to be fun to watch. He's never going to be like a top 5 kind of guy. Maybe not even top 10. But he'll always be like a tough opponent.
Absolutely. And he looks old as fuck.
He's 27.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Holy.
Shout out to Khalil Rountree. Guy used to be fat as fuck. Probably did the keto diet or something.
He did some shit.
Alright,
let's talk about Gastelum versus Adesanya. The one fight, I thought Gastelum was going to win this fight. A lot of people counted Gastelum out.
I thought, actually, I called it pretty. I think I called it perfect. I said unanimous decision. Adesanya.
That was a lot closer than unanimous. But the 10-8 round, though, did it.
It was all the judges had it tied going into that round 2 piece, which is fair.
And then he stuck out at 10-8.
Oh my goodness. The first round was like amazing. No, because Kelvin is not, I don't know, I mean, he's got heavy hands. We know Kelvin has heavy hands, but like, I didn't expect him to drop Adesanya. I didn't see that happen.
Yeah, that was weird.
Then Adesanya bounces back, has a great second round, drops Gastelum.
Mm-hmm.
Third round, pretty competitive. Israel probably won it.
I gave a third to Gastelum.
Fourth round, Calvin came out, dropped him again. Fifth round, tied fight, hell of a contest, and then that was some shit from a Rocky movie, man.
Yeah, he came back destroyed.
Holy, dropped him 3 times, almost choked him out with a triangle.
Gastelum might be one of the toughest guys I've seen fight.
I was saying the whole time, his chin is too good for his own good, man.
He got rocked and he'd come forward. What are you doing? You got rocked twice and he's still walking him down.
I don't understand. He's literally a zombie, man. He's so smooth. His hands are here. And he's just making tiny little adjustments, and he's slipping most of these shots or taking most of the sting off. I was impressed, man. Very impressed with the way he was keeping. He was staying in range where he couldn't even hit, but he was so confident in his head movement that he was not going to get hit. It was impressive.
Over the last couple of years, I've always said I've kind of hated on Gastelum. I've said he's a pie, he's all this, but man, I kind of ate my words there.
I think if he went down to welterweight, he'd be
a problem,
an issue for these champions. Yeah. For Kamaru Usman, that'd be a hell of a fight. Him and Woodley again, I would definitely like to see that fight again. Does he beat Woodley? I don't think so, but who knows? That's another great fight. Him and Robbie Lawler would be great.
He'd stop Lawler, I think, now.
Him and Masvidal?
Yeah.
These are great fights, man.
He's a problem for anyone next.
Him and Yoel Romero is a great fight. I don't know. I just want to see him in some big fights, and I think he's 27 years old. He'll fight for a title again.
Oh man, 100%. He might have the belt.
It's very possible he could have the belt. Yeah.
Well, we don't know anytime. Fights like that age on people's
That's
careers.
True. That's true.
People don't realize
Did you see Israel's face after the fight?
People like that remind you of Conor when he fought Lawler. Both of them were never the same after that fight. So we don't know.
Or when Rory McDonald and Lawler were both after that fight, they kind of fizzled out. Yeah. Rory McDonald left the UFC.
Yeah, that's insane.
What was I going to say?
Shout out though, he's a world champion again.
Rory McDonald, yeah.
Well, not again, first time.
He lost to Gegard Mousasi though.
Still world champion in the division though.
From here, I mean, it has to be unification with Robert Whittaker for Stylebender.
Yeah.
I gained so much respect. I liked Stylebender. Kind of thought he was a bit arrogant. And kind of was starting to frustrate me that he thought that he was just going to starch all these guys. Like I said, he got humbled.
You know what the problem though with Whittaker, in my opinion, is?
He gets hurt all the time.
No, but he's going to be in for the same kind of fight that he was just in with Gastelum.
Okay.
So these guys it's going to be another great war.
But that's fine because that's the first war Israel's ever had in the UFC. Whittaker's had 2 with Yoel Romero.
Whittaker's a lot bigger too than Gastelum, so at least he won't have.
Whittaker someone said that Whittaker hits a lot harder than Gastelum. I don't think so. I don't think he does. I think Gastelum hits harder. I think Whittaker is more dynamic. Whittaker's got some crazy kicks and weird movement.
I think Whittaker has a better overall game plan too.
He just has more tools in the toolbox.
Yeah,
but Gastelum hits harder for sure. I don't even think that's close. I think Gastelum hits harder than both of them. Israel
doesn't hit hard. I think he's more of
his kicks are lethal. He did some damage with his knees and his kicks. He has some devastating power, but his hands not so much. No.
I honestly got Whittaker probably stopping him. Honestly, I wouldn't say Whittaker will beat him.
Whittaker is gonna be favorited, I would assume.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I have to think about that one.
I don't know. We gotta watch some. If you watch Whittaker versus Jacare.
Yeah, I know. But watch Whittaker versus Yoel.
Yeah, twice. You beat him.
Okay. Anyways.
Win at the end of the day?
Okay. Canelo. How many times did Canelo beat Triple G?
None.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought.
Well, how many times did... I don't even think that second fight with Romero was a middleweight title fight because someone didn't make weight. Uh-huh. Let's talk about that, actually. This is out of the question. How is Romero even ranked at middleweight? Twice now he's...
Where's he ranked? Number one. He's the number 1 contender.
But he hasn't won a middleweight fight since 2016, I think.
He missed against Luke Rockhold. He missed against Whittaker. And those his last 2 fights, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
And he pulled up twice. Once against, what's his name? That Brazilian?
Yeah, Paulo Costa. Did you see me go off on Twitter on Paulo?
No.
Okay, so I went off on Paulo Costa because he's a pie. I have no respect for Paulo Costa.
Why?
Because he's a bitch, especially, well, you'll hear what he said. I got 3 reports here.
3 reports?
Or 3, Okay. So I said to him, because he was talking shit about, Isreal, and he said, really, the interim fake champ, huh? No doubt this weight division is better than this shit. Enjoy this while you can. I really hope that you take the real belt so I can meet you one day.
What?
Note, I'm not Gaslam.
Yo, Paulo Costa's got nothing for Isreal. He would get dismantled.
Yeah. And what I said to him was, go shoot up some more steroids and shut up. You beat no one relevant at the time and never fight. Stylebender has fought 3 times since you have competed. I'm not even a Stylebender fan, but you would get your glass gin dropped.
Did he respond?
And he didn't respond.
Has he seen any of it?
No.
Yikes. Wow, that's aggressive.
But it's true.
You DM'd him, eh?
Yeah.
You fucking literally went and DM'd him. It's all true, yeah. Who's Paulo Costa beat? Who's his biggest win?
He's beaten Uriah Hall and Johnny Hendricks. Not in his prime. And
at middleweight. He's not from... Johnny Hendricks is a welterweight. He's not a middleweight. That's irrelevant.
And the fact is, Uriah Hall rocked him like 3 times in that fight.
That was a back and forth fight for sure.
So, like, Uriah Hall's not a bad win. It's not a great win.
It's not. That shouldn't be the number 1 win on your record to be like getting a title fight.
Exactly.
No. If we look at who Adesanya just beat, he beat Calvin Gastelum and then Anderson Silva.
He's fought 3 times since this man's last fight. And you're gonna talk shit.
In 14 months in the company, Adesanya's fought 5 times. What?
He's fought 5 times since Paulo Costa's fought once.
Get out of here, bro! Stop running your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got USADA problems anyways. Picogram watch. Don't forget
pop or something?
So the way that USADA works now is you can't say it until it's like 100% sure. But there's big rumors that he's popped. So we'll see.
Obviously, that's why he hasn't fought.
Time will tell.
I hope he popped.
I hope he didn't. I want Yoel Romero to fuck him up. Bad.
I don't like this guy.
I don't like him either.
Like, you can tell he's a steroid user.
Amish Shoshani, your boy's getting dealt with by the son of God, the soldier of God, Yoel Romero. He's gonna take him out in Florida, hopefully.
I love you, Jesus. I love you, Bisbing. Bisbing, I love you.
Yeah, so let's go to the main event. I was deflated. So like,
I was tired.
It wore me out. The co-main event, I was like, man, I can't.
I was kind of falling asleep. It was late.
I can't get through this next fight, man. This is too much.
They get in the ring, and we're like, oh shit.
And I woke up quickly. Dustin, the Diamond, came out like a dog and put it on Max and kind of almost blew his whole load. He was pretty dead after the first round.
Yeah. So
Holloway survived, fought back a little bit.
But he was just too small. Way too small.
I don't know if he's too small, man, because like, he got manhandled at 145 by Poirier as well.
But, like, they were both small then.
I understand, but it's not like, this isn't the first time that Poirier beat him, though. People are, like, so shocked that Poirier beat him. It's happened. History repeated itself. Look at this. Francis Ngannou beat Curtis Blades the second time when no one thought he was going to. Alec Quinta beat Kevin Lee the second time when no one thought he was going to.
But in that case, it's still like there's trilogies for a reason. I mean, we're getting Charles Oliveira versus Nick Lentz too.
Canelo beat Triple G the second time when no one thought he was going to. A lot of times, things go the same way. That history will always repeat itself. Not always, but very likely it's going to repeat itself.
But that's a fight that would still pay to see a third fight.
100%. But that's not what I'm talking about. I wouldn't want them to fight again because I don't want them to go through that again. They took years off of their lives and careers last night.
Like, Holloway lost nothing from that. That showed adversity more of a champion.
He is 100% a top 5 lightweight on the planet right now. Top 5, for sure.
Really?
Without a doubt. So, you got Poirier ahead of him, Khabib, and Tony.
And Conor.
I think he beats Conor. But you can throw Conor in there maybe, but he hasn't really done shit in the division. And I think he destroys Gaethje. Who else would be up there? Yeah, I mean, he's got to be the top 5. He's an animal. He looked great. Even in defeat, he looked great. Look what he did to Dustin Poirier. Poirier won the fight, but there were moments where it was like Poirier's going to get stopped.
And that's always boxing's amazing.
See, I thought Poirier's boxing was... Did you see the way he was parrying all these shots? Catching.
They're both great fighters. End of the day, they're both pound for pound.
the 4th round, Max is lighting Poirier up. Lighting him up. Out of nowhere, they clinch up. Poirier, bang, knees him off the nose.
And Max barely moved.
Oh, my God. And you didn't even think the knee landed clean. And then all of a sudden, it was literally Niagara Falls coming down the middle of his face. His nose is hanging off of his face. I couldn't believe it didn't get stopped after that.
Yeah. And Max is still going, like, let's go, let's bang.
The whole fight. Another guy who's too tough for his own good. These dudes...
What did he say at the post-conference? He's like, still going for that pound. If I had to fight Cormier, let's go Cormier.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
But it's still funny. Max is I love Max.
He's a beast.
That fight might actually... His next will be a pay-per-view and it'll still sell well.
Yeah, I was listening to Brett Okamoto and Ariel Helwani talk after. They think that he's going to go back down to featherweight and they think he's going to fight Frankie, so you'd be happy to hear that. I mean, it's not going to be Zabit. Zabit's done nothing. His biggest win is Jeremy Stevens. It's not going to be Aldo again.
I was about to say Renato. I'd say it's going to be Volkanovski.
If he gets by Aldo, which is not going to happen, but if he gets by Aldo...
I think the winner of that fight gets title shot.
Aldo got stopped twice. How can he...
They would...
I would love it. Aldo's one of my favorite fighters of all time. I don't know, man.
I think they do it.
Jesus, I think Frankie gets it. That makes sense, man. He deserves the shot based on his career, what he's done. He's coming off of a win. It's not like he's coming off of a win.
I just don't want him to lose.
Depends what Max we have. If Max can come back the same Max he was before this Poirier fight, he will beat Frankie. If he's damaged, which is could be damaged, Frankie will grind him out.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. Well, what's next for Dustin?
Oh, Khabib.
Oh my God.
But I don't think Khabib will fight him in September.
What I don't like is that they're going to do it in Abu Dhabi. That's so unfair to Dustin Poirier. You're going to do it in the Middle East where obviously the Muslim supporters are going to be all over Khabib. That's not right. Do it in neutral territory. Mm-hmm. That'd be like going to Louisiana and fighting with Dustin Poirier. That's not right. Don't do that. Do it somewhere where it's going to be 50-50 fans.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi? Come on. Save that for something else, man. I don't know. Especially when they're both champs.
They're both champs.
They both have belts. How are you going to do it in enemy territory like that?
It's pretty weird.
But I think Dustin has a good chance to dethrone Khabib. He's not going to be the favorite, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to say he'd win. But with his power, he could take out anyone in the division.
He might be bigger than Khabib, though. Like, he looked thick.
Oh my God, he was thick. But the thing is, he's a southpaw, too, which no one has fun with southpaws. It's going to change everything. Well, actually, was Conor southpaw?
He could switch.
Did he fight Khabib as a southpaw?
I'm not. I'd have to rewatch it.
Conor wasn't the same Conor as he was, so I don't even want to talk about that. It doesn't really matter. But him being a southpaw and him having that devastating pop in the left hand and having a great uppercut that you land on Max numerous times.
And he has wrestling.
Could be
and
tough.
Defense. Yeah, and he has submissions off his back.
And he just doesn't stop. Doesn't quit.
Wasn't he throwing up like triangles too?
I think he had tried a submission attempt at some point, yeah. But I think he has a good chance to dethrone this man.
Especially since Khabib hasn't fought for a year or two.
Khabib didn't fight for a while and came back and starched Barbosa.
Khabib doesn't fight. He needs to fight more.
100%.
He's King Velasquez.
But he's such a draw, the UFC. As long as he fights once a year, they will let him have his belt. Because he's such a draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, UFC 236.
But like Brendan Schaub said, do they give a shit about draws anymore? 500,000 pay-per-view buys per.
Yeah, I don't know, man. As a fighter with a belt, if you're a champion now, you're not getting the same amount of money pay-per-view points.
But guess what? You could put Uriah Hall versus Gegard Mousasi in the main event, and guess what? 500,000 pay-per-view buys. They don't give a fuck.
But it wouldn't actually get the 500,000 pay-per-view.
They get paid guaranteed.
I know. Like they get paid like it is. I don't know, man. It's not right. The fight, like people were having issues getting this fight. Like they couldn't get the ESPN Plus app to work. They had issues. So I mean, the fighters should be compensated for that. Because hypothetically speaking, I don't know, let's say they got 400,000 buys. Okay, we don't know yet what the numbers are going to be. That might even be like high. I don't know. Let's say they got 400,000 buys. You got to compensate them like they got, I don't know, 700,000 buys because so many people couldn't get the fight. That's not the fighter's fault. They did their responsibility. They did their interviews. They got people's attention. Now pay them for that.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to add about 236? I think we pretty much covered it all.
We talked about a pay-per-view. We don't even have fights this week. Holy fuck, it's going to be a long episode. Is there fights this week?
I don't know. Check.
I think
we got Terence Crawford this weekend. We haven't even
and Danny Garcia.
Really?
Yeah. So let's start with Amir Khan and Terence the Bum Crawford.
You're such a hater. It's not even funny. So, first of all, great undercard. You got the U.S. silver medalist, Shakur Stevens, is the co-main event. He's a beast. I think he's fighting at 126 right now. I'd like to see him and Gervonta fight. That'd be a good fight at some point in the future. Him or maybe Devin Haney. Point being, let's get Stevens a title shot soon. Keep putting him on these Terence Crawford undercards. Get his name out there. That'll make some money on pay-per-view points. And then you got Teofimo Lopez. I think he's a super welterweight contender. I think he's also an Olympian. And he's a beast as well. Looked great in his last fight. Keep getting him some more publicity. Make sure to check those fights out. And then in the main event, my man, one of two of my favorite boxers on the planet right now, Terence Bud Crawford from Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. What do you think?
Amir Khan by unanimous decision.
Stop. Be real.
I'm being real.
Oh my God, you're such a hater. It's not even funny. Why? Well, explain
Too fast.
Explain yourself.
Too fast.
Okay.
Well, I'll box him.
How about that chin?
I don't think Terence will catch him clean.
He only has to touch him once, man. He only has to hit him once. Terence is a switch hitter. He goes both ways. He fights better as a southpaw, and he's an orthodox fighter. He has amazing timing, great footwork. His ring IQ is great. His hand speed's good. It's not as good as Amir Khan's. His footwork's better. He hits way harder than Amir Khan does, even though he hasn't fought at welterweight as long as Khan has. I think Khan's going to be a problem for the first three rounds. He's going to be tough because his hand speed's going to just be a little bit something Crawford's going to have to figure out.
He fades a bit.
Amir Khan always fades.
Yeah.
Look at the Canelo fight. He was winning that fight. And then Canelo came on the 6th, and it was... 90-night. And I think that's going to be like the same kind of story. See, Crawford gets him out in the 6th.
I already said my prediction.
Unanimous decision?
Yep.
Amir Khan?
Yeah. We also got Danny Garcia.
He's fighting... who is he fighting? Mexican. Let's pull that up real quick.
He's fighting
He's fighting. The dude's tough that he's fighting.
Yeah, he's a...
Why am I blanking on who he's fighting?
Because he always shoot blanks, obviously.
Wait, is that why you don't have is that why you have 3 kids?
Oh, Granados.
Adrian Granados? Tough Mexican. So another Mexican versus Puerto Rico matchup we got on here. What do you think?
Unanimous, or majority. I'll go majority by Garcia because I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. And they seem to get it to the judges, too.
Granados is a dog, man. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to get dropped. If he does get dropped, he's getting his ass off the ground. Yeah, I think majority decision for Danny Garcia sounds about right. I think there's something else. Just look at boxing this weekend. I'm pretty sure there's
a UFC this weekend we can talk about.
Is there?
While I'm looking this up. We got your boy. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the card, but it's Alexei Fuck, how do I spell this?
Bro, look up the boxing match first. Like, you already
boxing schedule. We got Alexei
Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Derek Chisora. That's what it is.
Who?
Derek Chisora.
Oh.
Chisora is fighting
29-9.
Sanad Gashi, who's a just tough guy, but it'll be nice to see Derek Chisora knock somebody the fuck out.
Who?
Excuse my language, this weekend. And then David Allen, an up-and-coming British heavyweight who I'm excited about, is fighting the once-beaten Lucas Big Daddy Brown. For sure, get a better
Big Daddy Brown.
Oh, you're a bum. You know who Lucas Brown is, right?
Yes.
You remember Dylan White knocked out that left hook?
Yeah.
Did you know that Lucas Brown fought Daniel Cormier in Strikeforce?
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know that. I heard an interview this weekend, and I was like, excuse me? Actually, I gotta check that fight out. That's hilarious.
We'll watch that. Big Cormier.
I'm excited for David Allen. He was kind of just like a jokester at first, didn't really take boxing seriously. But the man has gotten ripped up and he's grinded out. He looked good his last 2 or 3 fights. I think he beats Brown, who just turned 40 years old on the weekend. It'll be an entertaining fight, though, because Brown hits like a truck. So lots of fights this weekend if you're into some boxing. What's the UFC card? What do we got?
I'm just facial reaction, except for the main event, which I don't even really care about. Look at that stacked card.
Oh boy. Krzysztof Jotko versus Alan Amadovsky. Roxanne Madafri versus Antonina.
That's Shevchenko's little sister.
Ivan Shritkov versus Devin. How many Russians can you have on one card?
Look at the prelims.
Devin Clark.
Look at the prelims. It's Russian Central.
Sergey Pavlovich versus Marcelo Gomez. Oh my lord. Islam Makhachev. Where is this? Where's this card?
Russia.
Versus Armin
Moscow,
Sarukayan. Overeem versus Alexei Olenek. That's an interesting fight.
Yeah.
And let's go here. What do we got? Anything on the undercard?
The only one I give a shit about is Marcin Tybura. And he was...
Yeah. Samil... He's fighting... So Tybura's fighting Shamil Abdurakimov. Well, for sure he's Dagestani. But...
Oh, he fought out... Derek Lewis knocked them both out, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Point being, not the greatest card at all.
Yeah, it's probably big for the Russian fans, but...
That's tough. Why is Alistair Overeem even going into that hostile environment? Jesus.
Because he's probably popular, though. He's probably fought there a lot, right?
He's from the Netherlands. I think Alistair gets it done.
Alistair, he doesn't have to really worry about a big punch that much with Alexei. If it goes to the ground, Alexei's going to kill him. But Overeem should knock him out probably the first or second.
Yeah, he's going to knee his face off.
Yeah. And then the Reem's back on the streak.
Who did the Reem just beat?
He beat the Sergey Pavlovich.
What? Is he on that card?
Pavlovich.
Sergey Pavlovich, yeah. Okay.
Whatever his name is.
Wow, so shout out to UFC Russia for having the same person on every fight. Like, you can't even say it's like literally the same name every fight.
Oh my god, Yakovich, Markovich,
yeah. You got a bunch of cousins and relatives fighting on the same card.
Pies. Cherry pick pies.
I mean, I think the gem this weekend is Terence Crawford. That's the one you're going to want to check out. It's the first ESPN Plus boxing pay-per-view, so that's interesting. We'll see how that one does.
Yeah.
Because the first ESPN pay-per-view was on Saturday, and they had some issues there with the MMA, so hopefully they do a little bit, they figure it out, and things work out this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Tim Bradley and Andre Ward are announcing. I liked listening to them on Friday night with Lomachenko.
Both of them should come out for one more fight. I would love to see Bradley fight one more.
Man, I want to
see. Give him both.
You can tell, like, after that Provodnikov fight, he kind of just like didn't really do it because he loved it anymore. It was a job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll do it again. If he does, I don't think he'd win, unfortunately. Andre Ward, on the other hand, he left because he just felt like he'd already completed everything he had to do.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes back, I'll never bet against Andre Ward. That man, any weight class besides heavyweight, I think he beats anybody in the world. Still at 34 years old, 35, whatever he is.
Usyk?
I'm still favoring Andre Ward.
Mm-hmm. Well, is that all she wrote today?
That's all she wrote. I can't wait till we're back here next week and I get to shove it up your fucking ass, Terence Crawford.
That's some porno shit right there. That's some interracial.
Oh yeah.
That's some like cream pie. That was some
like that.
Shoving it up my ass.
Going elbow deep.
You heard that? Marshall's putting it in my ass.
Elbow deep.
The next video will be uploaded on Pornhub, not YouTube.
Oh shit! But yeah, I'm excited. Oh shit.
Oh man, that's pretty gross.
I think that's pretty much it. Can't wait to go over this pay-per-view next weekend though. All
right, shout out to Donald Trump.
No, never stay in the Trump Tower ever. Don't do it. Build the wall. All right, guys. See you next week.